What's in your head? Your head. Zombie, zombie, zombie. AC/DC Back in Black. So, some cool runs are in this riff, and we have some cool power chords too, very powerful. And we start out with an E power chord, hit really hard, and I play it with a bar chord here. I place my index finger over the second fret of the A and D string, and I hit the E, A, and D string. And after I've hit those three strings, I need to mute them again. I do that with my palm here. Just put them on the strings, and I release pressure here too, and use my other fingers to mute the strings. Then we need a D power chord, played like this: index finger, second fret, G string, ring finger, third fret, B string. Down, up, down. Also hit it quite hard. Try to mute the low E string with your thumb there. I like to do that. And also the high E string is muted by the back side of my ring finger. If you have trouble with those strings being quiet, try that out. I also hit the A string here over the D chord. Sounds pretty cool in that case. So, and after you played the D chord, also mute the strings again. And then we get to the A power chord. Also down, up, down. Play it the same way you played the E power chord, but with the index finger put in the second fret of the D and G string. So, E power chord, D, and A. And again. Okay, when this works and you get everything muted just fine, we have a run here. Pretty nice. We start, it's an E minor pentatonic. Start in the third fret of the high E string, and I play with an upstroke. And then the open E string, third fret, B string, open B string. The cool thing here is a small detail, but I find it pretty awesome. You play upstroke, downstroke, and now you let the high E string ring while you play the upstroke on the B string. Wow. And then with the middle finger, I like to do it, or with the index finger, doesn't matter. You place in the second fret of the G string, then you do a bend, up and down again, and then a pull off to the open G string. And then you start over again. Only play the first version, and again at the lick. And then the second run is again the same stuff. So we play in the second run E, D, and A power chord again, and then we have the following run. We start in the second fret of the A string, downstroke, with the index finger, and then the ring finger and the fourth fret of the E string with an upstroke. And after that you mute both strings. Back to the second fret of the A string, then the ring finger and the fifth fret of the E string, then to the sixth and to the seventh. And always in ping pong with the second fret of the A string. 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7. And really slide a little bit into those notes on the E string. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Second. Sorry. From the top. The run. Even slower. The rhythm here is an essential thing that makes this riff so super cool. Remember to put not that much of gain into your sound. But let's get back to the rhythm for a short moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. You start on 1. And then already 1 and 2 and 3. The D starts on the 2 and so 1 and 2 and 3. And then we have and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. A lot of offbeat going on there, where we start. So play that thing with the metronome, with the drum beat, so you can really dig into those on and off beats that we have here, because this makes AC/DC so cool that you have those syncopates where you're not only playing on the down beats, but you're playing on the off beats, or maybe even notes in between the on beat and the off beat. And this is pretty tricky to get it groovy, and so try to play it slow. What's in your head? Your head, zombie, 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 hey, hey, hey. Zombie by the Cranberries. It's a cool song because it's such an easy song, but still we have some really nice colors in those chords, I think, which are not that often used in pop music, and I really love them. The cool thing about it, it's pretty damn easy. Let's start with the first chord. It's the E minor chord. And we start with the index finger in the 2nd fret of the A string, and the middle finger goes into the 2nd fret of the D string. And you hit all 6 strings. Do only downstrokes here and try to give it a little flow by doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. You know, play the 1, 2, 3, 4 a little bit louder than the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, on the 1, 2, 3, 4, I kind of like hit more all of the 6 strings and the lower strings a little bit more, and on the end I play just a couple of the strings. So we have this kind of pulse going on there. And then we go after a whole bar, 1 and 2. to C major 7. What the? No, it's easy, I promise. Ring finger, 3rd fret A string, middle finger, 2nd fret D string. Also for 1 bar, make sure you don't hit the low E string. 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4. And then we go to the G6 chord. Sounds pretty fancy, but is also pretty easy to do. We just go with the fingers 1 string closer to you, so we're on the E and the A string and the 3rd and 2nd fret, and we hit all the 6 strings. Also for 1 whole bar, and then a special chord. Index finger and the 2nd fret of the E string, and now you have to mute the A string with your index finger, the back of it. And then again, we go to E minor. C major 7. The cool thing about this song is it only needs 4 chords. It goes through the whole song, you can play them all the time. That's the cool thing. There's not only one guitar on the recording, we also have distorted guitars playing power chords kind of stuff. So we can also play it here if you want to have some more chords that fit a little bit more heavy distortion. E power chord, 7th fret of the A string, and ring finger 9th fret of the D string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then the C power chord, which is on the 3rd fret. The G power chord on the 3rd fret of the E string, and D power chord, 5th fret of the A string with the index finger. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. So you have a lot of variety in how to play that song, but it's still those 4 chords, E, C, G, and a kind of variation of a D chord going on there. And it's so much fun because you see, with not that many chords, you get a great song. It's such a famous song. And we also have a tiny little solo going on there, which I do not want to miss showing you. So we start out on the high E string, 7th fret, index finger, and then you do a hammer on with the middle finger on the 8th fret. Then you do the same with the index and ring finger from the 5th to the 7th fret. So the same from 3 to 5. So 7, 8, 5, 7, 3, 5, and then 2, 3, 2, 7, 8, 5, 7, 3, 5, 2, 3, 2, and then 3rd fret B string 2 times and open B string. All on E string. E string again, we start 7, 8, 5, 7, 3, 5, 2, 3, and then in pick again the 2nd fret. 3, 3, open. Another heading slowly. Have fun with this classic, and you'll also find in the video descriptions my free lessons for beginners. Check those out too, because it's so important to have a good basis to start out, to have fun, and to know how to hold the pick, to know how to hold the guitar. It's just the small details that matter to make you a good player, and you shouldn't miss those lessons. So thanks for tuning in, and we see us in the next video. Take care. Bye.